Thank you, Prabhu. The author of Srimad Bhagavatam. Nashya prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. By regular attendance in the classes on the Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. So this is a wonderful point here. It brings that we just read. Whatever reading by regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. It doesn't say completely destroyed. Prabhupada says almost completely destroyed. And if you read the purpose, Prabhupada says you have to render service to Guru. You have to accept a Guru, and once Guru's mercy comes, then it is completely destroyed. And chanting of the holy names so our Guru gives us Harinam Diksha. And this is a very pertinent point that we are seeing again and again elaborated by Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, the verses, pretty much verses after verses, he's speaking about accepting in Guru. I believe we are on text 48. Is that correct, Prabhu? From Shrimas Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Dandavat. Tasmad arthascha kamascha dharmascha yadpashrayah bhajatani hayatma namah niham harim ishwaram. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The four principles of advancement in spiritual life, dharma, artha, kama and moksha, all depend on the disposition of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, my dear friends, follow in the footsteps of devotees. Without desire, fully depend upon the disposition of the Supreme Lord. Worship Him, the Super Soul, in devotional service. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. And devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. I'm really grateful for everybody joining. These are words of intelligence. Everyone should know that in every stage of life, we are dependent upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, the dharma, religion, which we accept should be that which is recommended by Prahlad Maharaja, Bhagavad Dharma. This is the instruction of Krishna. Sarva dharmam parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. To take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna means to act according to the rules and regulations of Bhagavad Dharma, devotional service. As far as economic development is concerned, we should discharge our occupational duties, but fully depend on the lotus feet of the Lord for the results. Karmani evadhikaras te ma phaleshu kadachana. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. According to one's position, one should perform his duties, but for the results one should fully depend upon Krishna. Narottam Das Thakur thinks that our only desire should be to perform the duties of Krishna consciousness. We should not be misled by the karma mimamsa philosophy, which concludes that if we work seriously, the results will come automatically. This is not a fact. The ultimate result depends upon the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In devotional service, therefore, the devotee completely depends upon the Lord and honestly performs his occupational duties. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaja advised his friends to depend completely on Krishna and worship Him in devotional service. Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada is again and again stressing on the fact of the Bhagavad Dharma, which is recommended by Prahlad Maharaj. Basically, we take Prahlad Maharaj as Mahajan, as our Acharya, as our most instructive, exemplary devotee. If we can, Lord Chaitanya used to listen to the recitals of Prahlad Maharaja pastimes. He used to love this. He's such a dear devotee of Narad Muni himself. The Guru of Prahlad Maharaj is glorifying himself as if he has thousands of mouths. So what to speak of us? We He can be our life and soul to follow in footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj, and Prabhupada also followed him in footsteps. So the next topic that comes here is that just depend on Krishna, not that karma mimamsa philosophy. I did my job, so I worked so hard that now the results will come. There's a very funny picture on this topic. Maybe you have seen it. It says somebody is on their desk and they have their head hung low. He worked so hard and he died on the desk, and nobody noticed. So sometimes this also happens in reality, that you work so hard but nobody even notices. So what to speak of thinking that you're entitled to results? That's just a Goda Tinga, as Prabhupada said. It's a horse doesn't give an egg, so it is just a concoction. The most important the foundation of this principle, our belief should be that I will do as if my life depends on it. But then whatever Krishna gives, I'm okay with it. I will do my best from my side, and then the results are up to Krishna. Krishna, I'm yours. So whatever you want to give me, you want to tremble me, or you want to hug me, or you want to bestow this victory on me, or you want to make me defeated. Whatever happens, Krishna, I'm yours. I'm your surrendered servant. Please use me an instrument. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, completely depend on Krishna and worship him in devotional service. And besides that, Bhagavad Dharma is most important, not that Artha, Kama, and then at the end of the life you think about, oh yeah, I should have done some pious activities. So and in addition, Narottam Das Thakur says, our only desire should be to perform the duties of Krishna consciousness. Of course, this is a very high standard. We work on it, but together I think we can, at least I can make it. Thank you so much for joining and your association, Prabhu. Please add comments or questions. Hare Krishna, is anybody on call?
Yes, Mataji.
Please add to some realizations or comments.
Thank you, Mataji. What comes to mind is working so hard. The example that I've heard from Prabhupada's lectures is comparing to the donkey. The donkey is working very hard, but actually it doesn't get any results back. So this whole karma mimamsa philosophy that if you work hard, the results will come is wrong, because the Lord decides what the results will be. And if we use all our effort to serve the Lord, then that is the right activity to do, and it'll get us closer to the Lord. Like you said, Mataji, Bhagavad Dharma is more important than the Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, which is glorified in the Vedas. But Prabhupada is giving us the highest understanding of Bhagavad Dharma, and this Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all the literature. That's why Vedavyas, who wrote all the 4 Vedas, was still unsatisfied, and he had to write Srimad Bhagavatam by taking the instructions of his spiritual master Narada to be satisfied. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for beautifully explaining. Really appreciate it. Is there anyone who didn't get a chance to read in last 3 days? Sometimes there are 22 people on the call, so.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam.
Bhadra, this is Dandavad. So the Krishna also used this argument with Nanda Maharaj when Krishna wanted Nanda Maharaj to offer everything what was prepared to called the Indra Yajna. At that time, Krishna also said that this karma means a philosophy. But he said, well, whatever you do, you will get the result. So people use this philosophy many times. They have when you go to sometimes some office, I don't know here, but in India usually, work is worship. They write on the so they have the work is worship, means whatever I'm working, I'm going to get. That is my worship. But they don't see that behind the work there is a person who is Supreme Lord, and without his sanction, you will not get what you want. So that's what here. So everything we do is behind there. There is Lord is there. Lord's hands is there behind. And particularly in devotee's life, the Lord's hands are there behind for whatever we do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Padre Prabhu. Thank you. Is there anyone who would like to read and didn't get a chance for last 2-3 days?
Okay, I can read.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you.
सर्वेषामपि भूतानां हरिरात्मेश्वरः प्रियः भृते महद्विभिः स्वकृतेः कृतानां जीवसंज्ञितः. Translation: The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, is the soul and the super soul of all living entities. Every living entity is a manifestation of his energy in terms of the living soul and the material body. Therefore, the Lord is the most dear, and he is the supreme controller. Purport: The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the manifested by his different energies: the material energy, the spiritual energy, and the marginal energy. He is the original source of all living entities in the material world, and he is situated in everyone's heart as the super soul. Although the living entity is the cause of his various types of bodies, the body is given a material nature according to the order of the Lord. Ishvarah sarvabhutanam hridesha arjuna tisthati bhrayam sarvabhutani yanyarudhani mayaya. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wandering of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made of the material energy. Bhagavad Gita, Adhyay 18, Slok 61. The body is just like a machine, a car in which the living entity is given a chance to sit and move according to his desire. The Lord is the original cause of the material body and the soul, which is expanded by his marginal energy. The Supreme Lord is the dearmost object of all living entities. Prahlad Maharaj therefore advised his class friends, the son of the demons, to take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead again.
Thank you, Vijay Mataji. Bhadra Prabhu, would you like to add on this the beautiful purport? Hare Krishna.
Let you do it, then I will do it. Let you continue.
Thank you. I really look forward to hearing from you. This is a very famous shloka. Yeah. Yantra Rudhani Mayaya. Prabhupada we are being compared to like a machine, and then Krishna is driving that machine, or soul is driving that machine, Arjuna. And Lord is seated in everyone's heart. And it says that is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as on a machine. So we are a soul is being guided, is just like nobody. Krishna is the doer. And if we just remember that, our life can be successful. I was listening to Srimad Bhagavatam class today, and Prabhupada saying, just accept Vedas as a truth, and you will not have to waste so many lifetimes. there's a scientist who was working on the turmeric, and then he proved that yes, turmeric is beneficial. Yes, cow dung is without antiseptic. So Prabhupada is saying, why you are wasting so much life? Just accept Vedas as the truth. So if we just accept that Krishna is saying here, we are like machines, just accept it, Krishna is the doer, so let him, we will just accept his will. And then this purport has three other things. It talks about material energy, spiritual energy, and marginal energy, which we know, Titiksha Shakti. Krishna is manifested by his different energies. And he is the original cell source of all living entities in the material world. And further it states that Krishna is the cause of all causes, Sarva Karana Karanam, which is expanded by his material energy. So when Krishna wants to expand by material energy, that means material world. And he still is the dearmost object of all living entities. We also know that Krishna is the dearmost friend. In the Bhagavad Gita shloka, it says that I am the super soul, I'm the super soul seated in everyone's heart, and I am the dearmost friend of all the living entities. And Prahlad Maharaj is advising, please take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the best friend, who is the cause of causes, who is the actual doer, who is guiding the entire material world creation. And he is super soul in everyone's heart. He is manifested by different energies. So that he has manifested the spiritual world, and he has also manifested the material world. So, and the conclusion is that he is the supreme controller, and therefore we must take shelter of him. Now please add, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
This is 49, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
49. What here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, that the Lord is the body and the Atma of all beings. He is Paramatma and most dear to all beings. You should worship him. What is he saying is that this universal form is also the part of is the body of the Lord. Right? So we are also one of the energy of the Lord, and there is Paramatma behind it. So why don't you just, he's saying to Prahlad Maharaj, why don't you just worship him? Ultimately, because everything, all the energies are ultimately his energies. Even in the material world, is all the universal form. We know everything is, because Krishna is describing different parts of the body, describing what is in the material world, this ocean, the trees and all. So we are energy of the Lord, and there is Paramatma behind it. And so why don't you just worship? Why don't you just worship the Lord ultimately? Because He's the owner of everything. Everything belongs to Him. He is the Supreme Lord. He is the body of all beings. Since He is the cause, creating from Mahat Tattva and other elements, He is the cause. Mahat Tattva is there, but He is the cause of that, of all the elements. So just worship Him. Just do that. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is saying in this purport. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Dandavat Pranam. Anybody wants to add something? Any comments or questions on text 49? Hare Krishna. Okay, is somebody there who hasn't read for a few days? Want to read text 50?
Yeah, I can read.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna devotees, text 50. Devo Shuro Manusyo Va Yaksho Gandharva Eva Va Bhajan Mukunda Charanam Savistaman Syad Yata Vayam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. If a demigod, demon, human being, yaksha, gandharva, or anyone within this universe renders service to the lotus feet of Mukunda, who can deliver liberation, is actually situated in the most auspicious condition of life, exactly like us, the Maharajas headed by Prahlad Maharaj. Purport. Prahlad Maharaj, by his living example, requested his friends to engage in devotional service. Whether in demigod society, Asura society, human society, or Gandharva society, every living entity should take shelter of the lotus feet of Mukunda and thus become perfect in good fortune. So, just briefly summarizing, this Prahlad Maharaj is continuing to tell the Asuras that it doesn't matter. It's not just us on the earthly planet, but the demigods, demons, yakshas, gandharvas, everyone should, all the beings in this universe should render, intelligent beings that is, should render service to the lotus feet of the Lord. And that's the only way that they can get liberated. So that's the only way. And even the demigods who are actually in a higher planet and have more opulence than human beings on earth, but they also still have a finite lifetime, and they are prone to falling down. So for them also to reach Krishna's abode, they also have to take up devotional service at the lotus feet of the Lord. That's what I understand. Mataji, back to you, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Raghu Prabhu. Thank you very much. Yes, very important. That was very nicely explained. An important point is, yes, they have to take a birth as a human being. They have to take a devotional service to go back to Godhead. And we hear this in Chaitanya Charitamrita. When Lord Chaitanya started doing Sankirtan, millions of people appeared, and nobody knew where they appeared from. But they came to perform devotional service. This is a chance demigods have been waiting for millions of years for Lord Chaitanya to appear. He appears once in a day of Brahma. So they came to perform this devotional service. Yeah, and every living entity can render service to lotus feet of Krishna. It says that even ants have a devotional service, and they can do devotional service when they move away the garbage. The cats do devotional service when the cow spills milk. Cow's milk is spilled when gopis are getting the milk from the cows. Their milk is spilled. The cats can pick it up and they chase the rats away. And every living entity can perform devotional service to Krishna. And we see even this Malati flowers, when gopis are talking about them, they're asking all the kinds of flowers, and they have a service to keep the kunjas ready for the Vrindavan activity, pastimes to happen, and to emanate the fragrance. So this is how every living entity is qualified to offer devotional service. And then here the word says exactly like us, the Mahajanas headed by Prahlad Maharaj. This reminds me of one pastime. Srila Prabhupada, one devotee wanted to glorify Srila Prabhupada, his disciple. And he said, Prabhupada, are you the 13th Mahajan? And Prabhupada immediately said, yeah, and yes, you can become the 14th. So if we try to do our duties the best, then Prabhupada said we are qualified. So it's just we have to have faith and keep on doing devotional service to our best. And I'm just saying this to myself so that I can be inspired and to serve. And this further says that whether one is Asura society, whatever demigod society, the birth is not a qualification. Age, there is no limit. Age, gender, the color of the skin, the age, anything else of the person, experience of the person, education qualification. It doesn't stand anything. A caste, subcaste, nothing matters as far as your focus is on the lotus feet of Krishna. Devotees, would you like to please add something or correct anything? Hare Krishna.
I have a question now. The Yaksha and Gandharva, I'm not sure exactly who they are. Can you explain that?
So between above our planetary system, Earth Loka is Yaksha Loka. And Gandharva Lokas are the planets on which these Gandharvas reside, and they love to sing. They have the best of they're very experienced in the various kinds of arts. Yakshas also know a lot of different kinds of magic. So this is just a planetary system one above us. We read this in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay.
So 14
Thank you.
verses, right? Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. Gandharva Loka, they are called. Yaksha Loka we have read, and if there is another specific word, I don't remember. Maybe Vamshi Vilas Prabhu can state. Anyone else who remembers? Any comments, Prabhu?
Yeah, I mean, you all explained everything, this Bhadra. The point here is the continuation of the previous verse. What Prahlad is saying that, Lord is the cause of all causes and Paramatma is behind. So it doesn't matter whether you are a Sura society or demigod society or human society or Gandharva society. He says, because the Lord is like this, everyone should perform the bhakti. That's what he's saying. Everyone should take shelter of lotus feet of the Mukunda. That's this continuation of the previous verse. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Text 51, 52. Someone wants to read?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, I can read.
Thank you, Dandavat.
Dandavat Pranam to everyone. Text 51 and 52. Nalam dvijatvam devatvam rushitvam vasuratmajaha प्रीणनाय मुकुन्दस्य न वृतं न बहुज्ञता न दानं न तपोनेज्य न शौचं न व्रतानि च प्रियते मलया भक्त्या हरिरनन्द्य विडम्बनम्. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear friends, O son of demons, you cannot please the Supreme Personality of Godhead by becoming perfect Brahmanas, demigods or great saints, or by becoming perfectly good in etiquette or vast learning. None of these qualifications can awaken the pleasure of the Lord, nor by charity, austerity, sacrifice, cleanliness, or vows can be satisfied the Lord. The Lord is pleased only if one has unflinching, unalloyed devotion to Him. Without sincere devotional service, everything is simply a show. Purport. Prahlad Maharaja concludes that one can become perfect by serving the Supreme Lord sincerely by all means. Material elevation to life as a Brahmana, demigod, rishi, and so on are not causes for developing love of Godhead. But if one sincerely engages in the service of the Lord, his Krishna consciousness is complete. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.30. Api cheta sudacharo bhajante mam ananyabha sudir eva mantavyam swamagyam vasudeva sahi. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he engage in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated. To develop unalloyed love for Krishna is the perfection of life. Other processes may be helpful, but if one does not develop his love for Krishna, these other processes are simply a waste of time. Dharmaha swanushthita pumsa vishwaksena kathausu vah notapadyaya yadiratim sarvam eva hi kevalam. Duties, dharma, executed by men, regardless of occupation, are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the Lord. Bhagavatam 1.2.8. The test of perfection is one's unalloyed devotion to the Lord. Hare Krishna, everyone. So this is very nice verse. Prabhupada ji is explaining, and Prahlad Maharaja is giving very nice advice to his friends, who is the sons of the demons. And in the translation, Prabhupada ji is saying that in order to please the Lord Krishna, we just need the unalloyed, unflinching devotion to him. He doesn't get satisfied with the charity, austerity, sacrifice, vows. No, that is not useful. Only he needs the unflinching faith and devotion unto him. And that is very simple process. Lord Krishna has explained in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. In the second, he has given Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. And in previous verses, we have said that Karmanye Vadikaraste Ma Phaleshu Kadachana. So if you see all these verses, they are interconnected. So when Krishna is saying, oh, please offer me this, so we have to just offer. We don't have to expect the action, we do not have to depend on that action. So we have to do the service without any benefits. We need to see that, because some of the time when we do the puja, at the last we submitted all the punya phalam to Krishna, and we said that kayena vacha mansendriyevenna buddhyatmana va prakriti swavaha karoti yatmam sakalam parasme narayanari samarpayami. So we are giving this phalam, the good karmas phalam, to Krishna, and we offer that the Krishna. So we say Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu, because Prabhupada ji has explained a couple of times that if we do the devotional service, our punya phala will get increased, and we will have to come back in the material world to fulfill that good activity. So we have to offer our good karma phalam to Krishna, so that will get nullified. And in this verse, there is one beautiful name of Krishna come, Mukunda. And Mukunda means the one who gives the mukti. And that is one of the best quality of Krishna. If you surrender to him, he will definitely give you the mukti, and that is the one of the best name. I like it, Shri Mukunda. And we do have that Bal Mukunda Stotra also. So in the morning, some people recite that, which is very benefit to our devotional service. Back to you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you very much. So here we are, Prabhupada is further elaborating that one doesn't become perfect by being good in etiquette. You cannot be just win your way back to Godhead by doing the rituals. The rituals, if you want them to become spiritual, then you have to add Krishna. You can be perfect in every aspect. You can pronounce the mantras exactly 100% accurately. But if you do it without bhakti, then what's the use? It's vidambanam, only for simply a show. And this show bottles, Prabhupada said, don't become a show bottle. It's very important. It's this one point is very important. If we just remember this from today's class, it will be considered great success. Is one can become great saint, I want to renounce this, I want to renounce that. We see so many yogis in Himalayas going like this. But nowadays, do you know that Himalaya yogis have locks on their caves and some of them own guns? What's the point in going to Himalayas if you cannot control your mind? Why do you want to control your body in 1,000 different ways when you cannot control your mind? And the way to control your mind is to offer dandavats. And this is, all Jai, Jai Shri Krishna. All victory to you. I'm defeated. You win. Krishna, please accept me as your servant at your lotus feet. So by becoming this, you can be vastly learned. These big PhDs. Prabhupada said, Prabhupada had a very funny acronym for PhD. But we really want simple-hearted devotees. We want pure-hearted devotee. If you are a pure-hearted devotee, then you are a PhD. Nor by charity. There is a story that will come in Srimad Bhagavatam soon. There's a one king used to do the biggest amount of charities. I believe it's King Durga, and he donated so much, but only one cow he donated twice by mistake, because once he donated, the cow came back and she got donated again. And just because of this, the Brahmanas, two Brahmanas whom both the same cow was donated, came, and then they cursed king, or something like that happened, and he had to become a lizard in the river and then stay there for many years. So you cannot just become a devotee just by charity. You cannot go back to Godhead, achieve this permanent position in spiritual world where we really belong by sacrifice, over cleanliness, vows, austerity. I mean, we are reading the chapter in which Hiranyakashipu has set the bar so high, 10,000 celestial years. He's doing austerities, but nothing matters. It's like all zeros, and the one in front of them is missing, and because of that, it has no value. So, without sincere devotional service, this show bottle spiritualism is nothing. And then we are reminded of Apicheta Suduracharo verse. Even if one commits the most abominable actions, now it's totally opposite. One can be completely perfect, or one can be completely fallen. Most abominable actions. But if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated. Now, we want to take this so that we never see any devotees, any bad qualities. Like Balaji Diti, the eyes are closed. Or Sri Ranganath Diti, Balaji Diti, the eyes are closed, right? So this Diti is teaching us that we do not see any faults in devotees. When we do not see that, and when we are serving just under the guidance of Guru and Krishna, we have firm faith, then we won't do anything that is not in alignment. Prabhupada there was a incident about making Krishna Balaram Mandir, and one devotee was saying, but Prabhupada, you're just making me think about this chuna and this money and talking to this person and that person. I cannot think about Krishna. Now, there are two rules. You do not forget Krishna, you always remember Krishna. No, but Prabhupada said, no, this is your service, this is your Krishna consciousness. This is not an abominable action right now to think about all these things, to help build the temple. And in this way, Prabhupada was always, because he was sincerely obeying his Guru, then that is the pure devotional service, is to remain engaged. And now that Krishna Balaram temple is bringing millions of people to Krishna consciousness. So his life is successful now, he says. If one does not develop love for Krishna, then these processes are a waste of time. Shrama eva hi kevalam. It's a very famous verse. Dharma swanupstita pumsam. And then vivakshena kathasuya. And in the end, Shrama eva hi kevalam. This is very important. Just three letters if we can remember. Unless your duties or actions provoke attraction for the message of the Supreme Lord, unless it is that, it's useless labor. And in one more example about not trying to become perfect is a squirrel was trying to help Lord Ram, and Lord Ram was very pleased with her. He put his 3 fingers on top of her. Now, what is the capacity of squirrel to move rocks? Hanuman was moving mountains there. Squirrel didn't think, oh, I'm not needed here. Because in the bridge, you need some small particles to go in to bind the bridges, to bind the stones. At least this is what Squirrel was thinking and doing. So this is perfection. This is devotional service. It's not just to forget our body, forget about our limitations and what others are doing. Just do your devotional service. If you see a need, then that is very practical viewpoint. It keeps us happy, keeps us engaged, and keeps us closer to the lotus feet of Krishna. Devotees, please add or comment. Hare Krishna, or ask questions.
Hare Krishna, this is Bhadra. Dandavat everybody. This is Prahlad Maharaj is continuing here about Bhagavad Dharma. Because question might be arise, wait a minute. He says, charity, austerity, sacrifice, cleanliness is not going to please the Lord. It's not going to satisfy the Lord. So then on the other side, we say the grihast has to give the charity. We have to be clean. We have to perform austerity, sacrifice. So why is he saying that then? Yeah. Another thing he's saying that you should not be learned, and that is not going to help. So what is the purpose? What am I doing then? Question might be arising in the mind. But the point here is that ultimately, if I'm doing all these things, I have to perform charity. As a grihastha, I have to perform charity. I have to give charity. And of course, we have to austerity. We have to perform it. And sacrifices, sankirtan jagya, we have to engage. We have to engage in sankirtan jagya. And cleanliness, of course, cleanliness is next to godliness. So these things we have to do it. But the whole point is that what is the purpose behind and I'm doing all these things? Who am I pleasing? And that's why he said dharma swarasura pumsam vikshakshana. If everything is done, but everything is not done for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it doesn't attract neither to the Supreme, it doesn't provoke. It says here, attraction for the Master Supreme Lord for doing all these things, then it becomes like a labor. It doesn't take me anywhere. So the point is that everything we do is in the service of the Lord, to please the Lord ultimately. So we have to do charity, we have to perform austerity, we have to do sacrifices, we keep cleanliness. These are all the part of the devotional spirit. But what is the ultimate point? And that's what the Srila Prabhupada was when he was in India. The some people were criticizing to the devotees. But Srila Prabhupada knew that these devotees, Western devotees particularly at that time, that they are completely fully surrendered. They have surrendered to Krishna, and they are performing devotional service. And during the performing devotional service, if they are somehow because of the previous bad habit, if someone is falling down, then Krishna is overseeing this. Krishna is not seeing that person, that devotee's bad habit. Krishna is not seeing it. Krishna wants to see the good side. So Krishna is saying that he is engaged in devotional service, and if in case it is something because of bad habit, it's okay. Get up and do. He's getting up and continuing the devotional service. So that's what is this appreciate Sudurachara, because this is an important verse. Because we have a tendency, It was in suicidal time. Someone does something wrong. We have it because it is nature of material world. We see something fault in someone. Someone does something little bit wrong. We find it, and then of course, if you do that, of course, it is I'm actually hurting myself. So if the person is engaged in devotional service, and if something happens to him, because of this, then we oversee. Krishna oversee it, but that doesn't mean we do the bad activities intentionally. That's the point. You don't do intentionally, unintentionally, unconsciously, because of the habit of something which falls. It's okay. But because he is engaged in devotional service. And that's why it is considered to be sacred. So that's what Srila Prabhupada was making the point when the devotees were in India in the beginning days, because they were criticizing devotees. What is this Vaishnava? They don't know this shloka. They don't speak. They don't understand Sanskrit. They are not clean. This is this, and so they were showing so many things. But Prabhupada was overseeing because he was seeing that these are the people who are engaging real devotional service. So that's the point here. This is the highest Bhagavad Dharma. So we have to perform charity. We have to do all these things. But purpose is what to ultimately to satisfy the Supreme Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Sundari Priya Mataji, Vamshidas Prabhu, anyone else? Pradeep Prabhu, would you like to add something, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. No, please, Hare Krishna, don't do it.
Thank you, Prabhu. All right, anybody else want to add anything before we end the class for today?
Mataji, one thing that comes to mind is Antarmukhi and Bahirmukhi. So we have to try to be Antarmukhi. Bahirmukhi is like a showing something. So who wants to show off in that he's a great devotee. He has initiation, second initiation, chanting Gayatri Mantra very loudly to show that he is very enhanced. And another one that Guru Maharaj says is a Bahirmukhi actually does deity worship just to show that he is the greatest decorator of the deities. So Maharaj says that if you do that, it is like the deities become your ego. So this verse clearly says that from our heart, our purpose should be to serve the Lord and not to serve our ego. Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Okay. Sorry, I was on mute. I just wanted to say, Bhava Grahi Janardana. Krishna knows our bhava. Krishna knows our emotions with that sincerity with which we are offering. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Manchakarpatarubhyascha Krita Sindhudevaye Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Thank you very much. Srila Prahlad Maharaj ki jai.
Thank you very much, Madam.
Hare Krishna.